All right. Do you have any questions about the process before we start?
No.
Okay. Yeah. What can we answer for you?
I'm trying to figure out what direction my life is going in now. I've had a huge life shift, and so I'm trying to just try and grasp any aspect in my life, whether it be work, whether it be family related, relationship related, all of that.
Okay.
It's like a bag of marbles right now for me. And even though I'm connected and in a lot of energy fields and that with working with people with Reiki and going and getting help, I'm totally blocked to where
For yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I'm looking for answers. So whatever you can tell me.
Okay.
Fantastic.
It would help if you ask specific questions.
Okay. All right.
So start with like what is most, like what just jumps to mind, like what's the most
My career.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
What about it? Are you unsure of it?
I'm thinking of leaving what I've been doing for the last 20 years
Uh-huh.
and going back to school for something, but I don't know what that would be. Or taking on a different trade, and I don't know what that would be
Okay.
right now. Because there's many interests, but nothing that, because of the divorce proceedings, and it's hard to really focus right now and decide, okay, this is what I want to go do. So I've been doing hair for the last 20 years, and I think it's time to
do something else.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, they're definitely agreeing with that statement. They're saying it is time for something new for you. I think what I'm hearing you ask me, is this what you're asking, is you really don't know what.
Right.
You don't
Exactly.
know what direction to go in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And are you looking for guidance from them in a direction?
Yes. Definitely.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right off the bat that they're definitely saying that they can give you options, but the final decision always has to be yours.
Mine. I know.
They can't make the decision for you.
Right.
I'm getting the feeling like that's kind of what you kind of would like someone to sort of, say, here, this is the best one. Maybe not make the decision, but like eliminate all the
Others and tell me what direction to go.
Yeah,
look,
and they're saying
searching.
that is like, they're not going to do that for you.
Okay.
Because, that's the gift
Mm-hmm.
of life, is that you get to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And they would never take that away.
Okay.
Because that's taking away a huge gift that you have of, free will, of creating your life the way you want it to be, what excites you the most, and the direction you want it to go in. And that's a gift that they would never take away from you.
Okay.
And right now, it feels like a burden, not a gift.
Yes.
And so they're saying that's what they want to talk about, if that's okay.
Sure.
Instead of talking about, well, this career or that career, they're saying, let's talk about the fact that she feels like this huge, amazing gift that she has is actually a burden.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
That's all right with you? We're going
That's
to talk
okay
about
with me.
that?
That's fine.
Okay. Because they're saying that, they want to know why, why this is such a burden to you when it should be, the world is open to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can go anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
do anything in any direction that you choose. And instead of feeling excited about that,
I'm burdened by it, yes.
you're burdened by it. And not only that, and if this goes in a direction you're uncomfortable with, please tell me and I'll
Sure.
stop. Not only that, but because of that, you're waiting on everything.
Yes.
And because you're waiting, you're putting on weight.
Yes.
Because you're waiting.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting,
Waiting
and you're
and
waiting,
waiting.
and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they're saying, okay, so let's say we took that burden off of you.
Uh-huh.
just for a moment, imagine that someone lifted that burden off of you, and now we're magically going to tell you exactly what to do, exactly where to go, exactly what to be, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, with that aside, can you imagine yourself moving on with other portions of your life?
Well, the problem is there's so much happening all at once. I can't focus on any one thing.
So you're overwhelmed.
I'm overwhelmed.
So you're waiting to take care. You're not going to deal with anything until life is less overwhelming.
Until I get an enlightenment in one aspect or another that helps me start the process.
Okay.
Well, right now.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that I can tell you right now that the words you're using, enlightenment, you want to be enlightened.
Yes.
Then you better lighten up.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're being very, very heavy.
Yes.
Your life is weighing on you. How do you expect to rise and lighten up when you've got all this weighting you down?
You're right.
So it's like, if you want to be enlightened, there's only one person who's going to enlighten you.
Me.
And you're weighing yourself down. Take the weights off, literally. Take the weighting away from your life so you can lighten up and be enlightened.
Okay.
Because you're not going to have that enlightened moment so weighted down.
Right.
And so you have got to go, okay, and this is so much easier said than done. They understand that. But you have got to go, yes, my life is chaotic. Yes, my life is chaotic. Yay! Instead of, yes, my life is chaotic. I can't do anything because my life is chaotic. And they're like, go, yay, my life is so chaotic. Look at this. I've got all these opportunities. I've got all this openness. I've got all, it's just, the chaos is closing in on you.
Right.
It's like, just redefine it.
Right.
Instead, make it an openness. Chaos is openness. Let go of the structure. Let go of the, it has to be this, it has to be the control, blah, 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 blah,
just let it happen.
Just let it happen. Lighten up.
Okay.
Stop weighing yourself down so much.
Okay.
And you'll stop gaining weight.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're waiting.
I am. I'll be honest with you. I am. I
know.
sit in this apartment. I go to work, come home, sit in the
And you're
apartment.
waiting. And you're waiting to be enlightened. And you're waiting to find a direction. And you're waiting to figure out what to do next. And they're going, why are you waiting?
Right.
What are you waiting for? This is your life.
Okay.
Today is your life.
That's true, and I'm letting it go by me.
Waiting for what? Your life? Well, here it is.
Okay.
Here's your life.
Okay.
And here's the amazing gift in that. You can leave this apartment and be whatever you want.
You're right.
And do whatever you want.
Well, I don't know about anything I want.
No, yeah, anything.
Okay.
If you want it bad enough, you can do it. No, anything. There are no limits.
I'm held back by age.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am. I've got a mental block with it. Because
Yes, it's not holding you back. You're holding you back.
If I went into nursing, which is an aspect that I'm thinking, because I have the skincare background, and the only thing keeping me from working where I can get insurance and that, like for a plastic surgeon and that, is the fact that I don't hold a nursing license because I can't do injections.
Okay.
Injectables or whatever you want to call it.
And I still am not hearing the holding back part.
Well, I'm 53. By the time I get
still not hearing the holding back part.
I'll be almost, 50, 56, 57 years old.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you a question. If you don't do it, are you still going to be 56?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
God willing, if I make it, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're going to be 56
Regardless.
whether you do it or whether you don't.
Right.
If you do it, you're where you want to be when you're 56. If
Right.
you don't do it, you might be sitting right here waiting for what? For you to be 57?
You're right. Okay.
Or for you to be 58? Or for you
Well,
to be
I
60?
might
For
just
you
go
to decide you can live your life?
Settle and go get an instructor's
Why
license.
would you settle?
Because it's the
If you
easiest
know
thing to
where
do.
your heart is,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
It's
that's
easy.
fine.
It's
Okay.
easy,
That's
it's
okay.
the easy. It's the downhill ride.
Okay.
It just be a slide in, no real effort.
And
put
there's
there.
nothing wrong with that
Yeah.
if that's where you're comfortable. If that is where you're comfortable and that's your life path and that's where you want to go, but you haven't done that, you're still sitting here waiting. So don't try to convince me that that's the way you really want to go,
No.
because you're sitting here waiting for someone to give you permission, even though you're over 50, God forbid, to do something else.
Right. All right.
Okay, I give you permission. You're not too
Okay.
old.
Okay.
They give you permission. You're
Okay.
not too old.
All right.
It,
Okay.
You have all the time you need.
Okay.
You always have what you need, and you don't think you have enough time. And you're like, oh, if I do it, I need to be starting now. Well, starting now means going and doing what you need to start. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I skipped over that. What I'm saying is, in your head, you're thinking, well, I need to start a career now. And if I go back to school, that's not starting my career. And I need to start now. Going back to school is starting now.
Okay.
You can't go back in time
Right.
and start then.
No.
You can only live from here forward.
Right.
And I don't really hear any confusion in your voice when you talk about it, except you're too old.
That, and I have the 13-year-old, and money spent on myself going to school would be money taken away for her when she's ready to go to college. So if
Maybe she won't go to college.
She may not. Yeah.
So why would you wait?
I don't know. It's a good question.
And by then, you'll be making enough money to put aside. Or maybe she'll win a scholarship. Or maybe she'll get a loan. Or maybe not having enough money will make her light a fire under her so she finds her passion and she wants it bad enough to find a way to go.
Go. Okay.
You can't predict what is going to be best for her. Maybe not having enough money to go to school is actually what's best for her.
That's true, because she's the baby. Yeah.
Maybe that's what's best for her.
Yeah.
Maybe that will be her life-defining moment that she'll talk about for the rest of her life. That she had to get serious enough about what she wanted because the money just wasn't gifted to her, handed to her. You know how much more you value something when you have to work for it?
Right, right.
And if it's just handed to you, you're like, oh, goody, thanks.
Right. You're right.
But if you have to commit to it,
So I shouldn't hold off doing anything with her in mind.
no,
Okay. Okay.
no. Because you might be, because it's your passion, you might be so successful and making so much money that the money's still there to give it to her. And when that moment comes, you might be like, see, you know, it's the wrong thing for me to just hand this over to her.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the money's there, you may not do it.
Okay.
So you need to stop waiting.
Stop waiting. Okay. Okay. Yes. That's what
Right.
definitely what I've been
You know,
doing.
it's like move forward.
Okay.
And you're like, well, I need someone to reassure me that the direction I'm moving in is the right direction for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, a path isn't always straight.
Okay.
Sometimes it goes all over the
All
place.
over the place.
So if you're on your path and
Mhm.
stepping forward,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going in the right path, on the right path in the right direction because it's yours. And it's
Okay.
what you've chosen to do, which makes it the right path.
Path. All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you're like going, okay, yeah, sure, I'll step forward as long as I'm sure which path to step onto. There's only one path.
I just don't want to screw up and make a mistake because I don't feel that I can afford to
There's
make
no
mistakes,
such thing
you
as
know?
a mistake.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a mistake.
Right.
It doesn't exist. Because
Okay.
whatever happens is what needed to happen for you to learn where you needed to go. Because I can tell you where to go, but is that going to light the passion? Is that going to make, you know, that feeling you get inside
Well, there's
of
so
yourself?
many. There's something. There's different aspects. Like I could go and get into energy work,
Mhm.
which I have an interest in. I could go and get involved in essential oils and herbs,
Mhm.
which is another interest of mine. I could go to nursing school. I do like science, but that's going to be super, super tough
Mhm.
and fairly expensive compared to the other two.
Mhm.
I could stay in the hair industry and go and get my instructor's license and work for Paul Mitchell.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, obviously you have
you know.
a lot of choices.
and that's where the problem comes in because I'm trying.
You don't want to make the wrong choice.
Right, I'm
There's no
hoping
such thing.
that someone can give me just a little twinge of
What you want to know, which one's going to work out?
which one I should lean more towards, which one I should put more effort into finding
The
out
one that
more
excites you the most. The
Okay.
one that you're most excited about
Okay.
is the one you should lean towards.
because I'm excited about all of those. So it's hard.
Well,
that's yeah.
Are you an Aquarian?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Cancer, so.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, then, if you're having difficulty picking a path,
Mm-hmm.
they do want you to know there's no such thing as the wrong path.
Okay.
Whatever path you pick, that's the path you're on. That makes it the right path.
Okay.
And you might start in one of those areas and go, oh, man, no. And then go to something else. But you needed to do that to know, yeah, that's not it.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
like you will eventually go forward. When you decide to go forward, there's no wrong choice.
All right.
The wrong thing is to not go forward.
Not to do anything and sit
Right.
and wait. Yeah. All right.
Wait and wait. Because you know what? Today is going to pass. Whether you're waiting or moving,
Okay.
it's still going to pass.
Okay.
And you're still going to be 57.
Right.
And you might still be waiting then. Is that really what you want for yourself?
No. No.
No. Because you're going to be that age.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah.
Whether you wait or whether you move forward, it's
Okay.
still going to happen. You can't stop it.
Okay.
It's like, I get the feeling like they just keep going back to, like you think you're running out of time.
I do.
No, you have all the time you need.
Okay.
You have all the time you need. And so if you start on something and you go, yep, this isn't it, you're going to go, oh no, now I have to go back to waiting because I made the wrong choice and now I'm going to have to go. And I can't afford to do that again because look how much time I've wasted. So now I have to go back to waiting because I can't move forward because I made a wrong choice. And they're like, that wasn't the wrong choice.
Okay.
That was a lesson you needed to teach yourself. That was an option you needed to explore. Should that happen? They're not saying that's going to happen.
Okay.
They're not saying that. They don't know for sure what's going to happen. They
Okay.
can only give you probabilities. But they're saying, should that happen, do not use that as an excuse to go back to waiting saying you made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. It isn't the wrong path. It's your path, the path you needed to go on, the path you need to be on, the lesson you needed to learn,
Okay.
where you needed to be. You're where you need to be when you need to be there.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I do. Yes,
How
I
does
do.
that feel?
It helps to trust what my gut is telling me and not.
And what is your
question.
gut telling you?
Well, I've got to do some research on some of those areas. I mean, if I was to pick, because I'm a Cancer and want security, I'd say go to the nursing, because you'll always have a job. The other two areas, if I stay in this area, would be difficult because this is the Bible Belt and people are not real open. They're starting to be more open.
Okay, excuse me, let me interrupt you because they're talking
Sure.
to me.
Okay.
Just 1 second. They have to backtrack a sec. Yeah, okay. All right. So, okay. What they're talking about, they're overwhelming me. Hold on. Okay. So basically what I'm hearing you say is that, you want to make a decision and a choice for the rest of your life. You're viewing this as like,
Well, my job is definitely going to be the base to
Right.
my security
For the
because I'm
rest of
taking
your
care
life,
of myself.
right?
Yes.
and they're saying
Yes.
that's impossible to do.
Okay.
So you need to let go of that desire.
Okay.
All you can make a decision about is now.
All right.
You can take the future into consideration, but you
Mhm.
cannot make a decision about the future because you can't control the future, and it's going to be different than you think it is anyways.
Okay.
And you think, if I make this decision, I can control my future, and this is what it will be.
Mm-hmm.
No. At each point in time, you can only decide for that point in time.
Okay.
So you make the best decision that you can make, step forward,
And enact. Okay.
and then you make the best decision you can make again, and then you step forward and you stop waiting because you're saying, all right, I'm going to make this decision, but I'm not sure, because a part of you knows that because right now you're coming to this realization that you can't control.
Yeah.
And so you're going, well, hold on, I thought I had things under control.
Right.
and nothing's under control.
Right.
And so now this huge realization of I can't control things is coming crashing down on you, and yet that's all the pressure you're putting on this decision to control the entire rest of your life. And part of you deep down inside is going, yeah, but I just found out I can't do that. So I can't make this decision until I find the decision that will let me control the rest of my life. And they're going, you just hit yourself with a really hard lesson. Didn't you hit yourself hard enough? Because if you don't learn it, you're going to hit yourself with it even harder next time.
Okay.
So did you learn that you can't control it?
Yes.
Okay, so stop worrying about that.
It. Just let it happen. Yes.
Because you're trying to base your decision on controlling the rest of your life.
Yes.
And none of us know how long our life is and how in control of it we can be. And you have got to let go of that.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're like waiting to find the one decision, the one magic thing that will let you be most in control.
Okay.
And you're like, and you're going, I totally lost control of my life. I need to find that back. And they're going, guess what? You never had it. Can't find what you never had. That was an illusion, which it just got ripped away from your eyes and went, look, it's an illusion. And you're going, nope, put the curtain back up. And so you're waiting for the curtain to go back up. It's never going back up.
Okay.
Stop waiting. This is it.
Okay.
It's not going back up.
It's not going back up. Okay.
So you're like, I gotta find the magic pill, so I'm back in control. You never were.
A little bit. Just
no, you never. No.
Don't.
No, you never were.
In anything. Okay.
No. You know what you control? You and your reactions and your actions.
And that's it.
And that's it. And you're not doing that. So the one thing you have control of, you just give it up.
Yeah.
So if you really want to feel in control, then you go after the one piece that you actually can control.
Okay.
That's you.
Okay.
Stop with the controlling the world and the job market and the future and the money and the daughter's future and let it go.
Let it go. Okay.
You cannot find that magic pill, that magic decision that's going to just suddenly be like, I can breathe now, I'm back in control.
Control.
You know, it was a gift having that illusion taken away from you. That wasn't real.
Okay.
You know, don't throw the gifts away. The gift of seeing your life for what it is. The gift of freedom to choose and be anything that you want to. The gift of being in control of yourself and knowing that's what you control. You know, you really want to feel that control, that's where you go for it.
Okay. So work on myself then.
No, not work on yourself. Just let it be.
Let my ego go more so.
Just let the desire to have the picture look the way you want it to look. Let that go. Just let yourself be. Don't work on yourself. Again, there's no work to be done. It's all there. It's already done. The illusion was ripped away. It's gone. So there's no real, you know, you're always, what do I do this? No, let it go. Just, you don't have to work on yourself. Just know